extra 4 million homes will need to be built in England over the next 2 decades if immigration stays at current levels, a report said yesterday. More than 27.6 million families will need housing by 2041 if the population continues to increase at present rates. At present there are 23.4 million households in England. The figures, from the Office for National Statistics, suggest a major acceleration in house building will be needed to cope with future levels of households. To meet that target, nearly 200,000 new homes a year would be needed. Last year, according to Whitehall estimates, around 165,000 new homes were built. The figures were part of a series of projections of the likely future numbers of households in England calculated by the ONS. The projection that there will be 27,621,000 households in 2041 is based on the possibility that immigration will continue at high levels. The figure for immigration used to reach the estimate is net migration of 215,000 each year. Latest figures for net migration, the number by which the population grows after both immigration and immigration have been taken into account, show a level of 283,000 for the year to last September. A series of recent estimates have drawn new attention to the impact of immigration, especially in the crowded southern half of the country, on housing, transport, education, health and water and energy supplies. These have shown that nearly 1 in 6 pupils in London schools was born outside Britain, and that the population of England is likely to go up by over 4 million to reach the 60 million threshold by 2029. Lord Green of Deddington, chief of the Migration Watch UK pressure group, said, "These projections confirm what we have been saying for some time, namely, that if the current high level of net migration to England continues, we will need to build 1 new home every 6 minutes, night and day, to cope with the added demand for housing resulting from immigration. Given that young people are those mainly hurt by the housing crisis, it's no wonder that a majority of 18 to 24-year-olds support the government's pledge to reduce the level of net migration significantly. Given the current deep disillusion with politicians, the government need to start taking real action to ensure that their immigration promises are delivered soon." The ONS said its figures were published to help officials and businesses better prepare for potential future changes that could possibly affect their housing and service provision planning. The estimates took into account changes in the size of the average household, which declined in the late 20th century amid rising divorce, family breakdown and single parenthood, leading to higher numbers of smaller households. Since 2001, household sizes have remained roughly unchanged.